Today is Sunday, July 17th, 2011, and I've made some decisions in my life to make some changes, and I wanted to share that with anyone out there in the hopes that maybe it will be of assistance to someone else. For the past probably 3 years, I believe, I've been on antidepressants of various different types, and well, I guess I initially felt some help from that. I now feel like it's pretty much deadened me to life and to the world around me. So I've made a decision to basically unplug from the matrix. If you've seen that movie, I'm going to try and get off of the drugs that I'm on. And after doing a little bit of research on the internet, I'm not sure what the process is going to look like. But as I understand it, it can be a difficult process. And my hope is that by doing a video blog of the process, that perhaps it can be of assistance to others who might want to do the same thing. The reason I'm doing it as a video blog is, as the old adage goes, a picture's worth 1,000 words. And while I could type this down, I think there are going to be days when it may be useful to actually see what I look like and how I feel. And so that's the purpose behind this. I'm trying to think where to even begin. I guess right now, the most important thing to know is that I am taking a drug called Pristiq, and I'm taking 100 milligrams per day of that. As far as I can tell from the internet, it basically comes in 100 or 50 milligram tablets. That's it. The drug companies don't offer any good way to come back off of this that I've been able to find. My psychiatrist had originally prescribed the 50 milligrams, and then my regular general practitioner upped it to 100. I have some of the side effects that are associated with Pristiq. Some of the ringing in the ears, tiredness. I've gained a ton of weight. That's one of the big things that I want to work on to see if this will help by getting off of it. I'm also just tired of the muddled feeling. While I may not be having the highs and lows, I don't have, I just feel like I'm dead and just not a part of the world anymore. And that's no longer tolerable. Hence this exercise. So the first thing that I did was go on the internet and try and do some research on it. And the basic information that I've found is that the drug companies put these drugs out there, and there's no real good information except some people's writings on how they've gotten off of the drug. Or have failed to get off of it because it's so difficult. So anyways, my first step was to call and leave a message for my doctor yesterday, and asked him to, this is the psychiatrist, I asked him to reduce my dosage to 50 milligrams. So we'll see if I get a response from him tomorrow. On Friday, in preparation, I decided to try skipping my Pristiq for the day. So on Friday, I actually didn't take any at all. I've had in the past a couple times when I've been on trips and I've forgotten to bring all my different pills with me. So I've actually gone 2 or 3 days without before. But I wasn't really watching and paying attention. So now I'm paying attention and kind of documenting what I'm doing. So Friday, I didn't take any at all. The ringing in the ears got a little bit worse, but I actually was able to make it through the day without any big ups and downs. Now, granted, that was only one day, but if you know anything about Pristiq, it's only got, I believe, an 11-hour half-life. And what that means is that you have to keep taking it, and it doesn't taper off. It's encoded. The tablets are encoded so that they dissolve in your intestines, and then within about 11 hours that medicine is gone. And so it's one of the challenges of how it's going to be hard to get back off of this. So anyways, made it through a day without. I went back on. I took another capsule yesterday, on Saturday, and then I took one today. I'm going to wait and see what the doctor says tomorrow. I've read some people say, but they've had to go to cutting the pills. I've read other people who say because it's time release and the way that it's put together, that's not a good idea. So we'll just kind of have to play it by ear and see how things go. For now, I'm going to wait. I'm very anxious to do this, and that's one of my drawbacks, is that I don't like to wait on things. So we'll see what the doctor says tomorrow. It's funny, I noticed that I had this fear of him telling me that I couldn't do this, and what I'm starting to realize is that this is my body, this is my brain. I have the ability to decide what's done and what is not done. So it'll be interesting to see what his call tomorrow says. So first plan of attack is to try and reduce from 100 milligrams to 50 milligrams. See what his suggestions are on that. The other part in reading is I've decided to bulk up on the B vitamins to see if that'll help alleviate some of the symptoms too. So I've started that today. And I will try and do daily video log entries so that we can keep track of this process. I am by no means a medical person. I am not advocating doing anything that I do for anyone else. I tend to go at things pretty directly, and sometimes maybe not in a gentle enough format. So basically, we'll just see how this goes. It may be of no help to anyone. It may be good for me to go back and look at. My goal is, whether there's highs and lows, to get back to a normal life instead of this drug-induced coma that I feel like I've been in for the last couple of years. If you've not seen the movie The Matrix, I would highly recommend it, because it just popped into my head that that's really what I'm doing. The main character is in a pod where he's in a fantasy world, plugged in, fed drugs and food, and sometimes coming out isn't a great, gorgeous place to be, but it's real life, and that's what I want to get back to. I want to get back to real life. So here's hoping that there's a successful outcome, and that seeing this information will be of benefit to someone. So once again, it's Sunday the 17th. I haven't really started yet, except for short little experiments, and we'll see what the doctor says tomorrow, and I will keep you all updated. Thanks for tuning in.